What are the best enchantments for your tools and weapons? I'm here to tell you after hours of research and development. And by that I just mean I did some Google searches. I'm here to tell you what the best enchantments are for your weapons and tools. But before I begin, comment down below, what's your favorite enchantment? Let's start off with swords. And for most of these examples, we're going to use the netherite version. Mostly because it has the highest durability, and it's what a lot of players tend to go for. You could easily apply this to diamond or iron, but it's whatever you fancy. I'm just going to use netherite. For our netherite sword, we're going to have Unbreaking 3 and Mending, of course, with Looting 3, Knockback 2, and Fire Aspect 2. Other than that, you can either have Sharpness 5 or Smite 5. You can't have both. And Java players, you can also have Sweeping Edge 3. Sorry, Bedrock players. Up next is the pickaxe. For the pickaxe, we're going to have two of these, one with Silk Touch and one with Fortune, both having Efficiency 5, Mending, and Unbreaking 3. If you're somebody who uses only one pickaxe, comment down below, which one is it? If you don't use an axe, you're chopped. For the axe, we can actually have up to 3. For general use, the axe can have either Fortune 3 or Silk Touch, and it will have Unbreaking and Mending. But a lot of players like to use the axe for PvP, so let me tell you what I'd use for those. If you're fighting against undead mobs like the zombie or the skeleton, I would use Smite. Otherwise, put Sharpness 5. Along with that, have Knockback and Fire Aspect 2. As a builder myself, I don't do a lot of PvP, so if you do PvP, make sure you like this video. Next, let's dig it up with the shovel. For the shovel, I would have two. One with Silk Touch and one with Fortune 3. But both of them will have Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. Next, let's talk about the bow. I'm not here to have the debate about Mending and Infinity, but if you'd like to, you can check out this video after you finish this one, where I talk all about it. For the bow, you can either have Infinity or Mending. Along with that, I would have Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Flame, and Punch 2. Looks like the hammer just found the nail with the mace. For the mace, I would have Unbreaking and Mending, and you can have either Density, Breach, or Windburst. My personal favorite is Windburst because you can launch yourself into the sky with a bunch of chickens. Seriously, try it out.
A few moments later.
Never mind, I forgot they patched that. But it does work with the sword. Now let's go for the hoe. I like to use the hoe to gather leaves, so I would actually have Silk Touch on it with Mending, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 4. But if you like to farm, you can definitely put Fortune on it so you can get more potatoes and carrots out of your yield. And now for everyone's favorite fork, the Triton. On the Triton, like many tools, I would put Unbreaking 3 and Mending, along with Impaling 5. And then your choice of Riptide 3, Loyalty 3, or Channeling. Personally, I'd go with Loyalty 3 because other than the bow, the Triton is a really good ranged weapon. And now, the Spear. For the Spear, I would have Sharpness 5, Looting 3, Knockback 2, Fire Aspect 2, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. The Spear as a weapon is really interesting, and the Lunge enchantment is probably the most interesting enchantment we've seen for it. Though I don't see myself using Lunge as much as I would like to just because of the whole hunger situation. If I have to carry extra food just to use this weapon, I personally won't be using it. But the idea of using this in a parkour setting where we're jumping from platforms to platforms, that's pretty cool. And I probably won't throw Smite on it because I don't see myself using that on undead mobs other than a sword. But the fact that it has a long reach is pretty cool, so maybe I'll change my mind one day. If you use a pair of shears to gather leaves, definitely go with Unbreaking and Mending. Same thing can be said for with the brush if you're using it to gather scoot from armadillos. As for the fishing rod, I would go with Unbreaking and Mending along with Luck of the Sea. I personally don't do a lot of fishing. If they added more enchantments for it, I'd probably use the fishing rod more. And as for the shield, I would go with Unbreaking and Mending. But now that you're an expert on all the enchantments you can put on your tools, maybe you want to know how to summon yourself into Minecraft. And you can do so by clicking this video in the top right corner. But that's enough out of me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!